What is Islam or Balik Islam? Back to Islam. If as to say Islam it means submission to God, and generally it is being meant to the second kingdom in the Church of God, the Islamic or Muhammadism, because the religion of God was being started to remain with God as the first kingdom in the religion of God, not submission to God because the start of religion of God was started to Abraham who was a remain with God, then to the descendants of Isaac, as was written in Quran, the scripture and prophethood was given to Isaac and his descendants as from Israel to Romans the descendants of Esau. That is why they were been called as people of the scripture, which now called Judaism, Christianity being ministered by the Roman Catholic Church, although the word Islam originates from the people of the scripture, as this was being meant to those who turn away from God, especially in time when they worshipped foreign gods, but both Judaism, Christianity and Muhammadism is Abraham religion. As these are both in the household or church of Abraham, as these are the covenant of God to Abraham, first to Isaac, second to Ishmael. Now what is Balik Islam? Indeed, what first come into the mind is somewhat awkward, because it is letra for letra be understood as, submitting again to God, from being submission to God meaning two or more times becomes apostate, but the meaning that the Islamic Muslims meant to that is returning to Islamic religion again, the fact that could only be applied to those who are Islamic Muslims who become murtad and then going back again to Islamic Muslims. The Christians whose fathers who are Islamic Muslims before, cannot be called at all as Balik Islam because they are not an Islamic Muslims, as from being born they were baptized as Christians, so they are not Islamic Muslims. Balik Islam could only be applied to any one of their fathers and or ancestors who goes back to Islamic Muslim from being a murtad and or apostate, or that if any one of the Islamic Muslims rejected his religion then going back again, like as if the one of the Christians converted to Islamic Muslims, then if his child never been baptized in Christianity as he let them be entered in Islamic, then he dies, his offspring or descendants cannot be called as Balik Christians because as if they were not baptized before in Christianity. Now I will tell you the true Muhammadism is with Dr. Hormuz Shariat, as about Surah 9 verse 29 and verse 33, as this is about Matthew 28, verse 7-20, because like as about the Jews if they did not follow God about the command of Jesus, likely about Matthew's 28, verse 7-20, then they could no longer be called as true Jews, as the true Jews are the Jews Christians. All my teachings has a reliable basis and reliable explanations. You could ask concerning the words of God, Allah.